Good afternoon. This is Michelle Meyer coming to you once again from U.S. Embassy Cairo with our Black History Moment. Today, I have the honor of speaking with Wayne. Welcome, Wayne. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well, thank you.
So tell me what you'd like to share with our viewing audience today.
It just sort of came to me as I was thinking about it last night, and the one person who is the quintessential figure in my mind was Dred Scott. I learned that Dred Scott, of course, who was the namesake of the Dred Scott decision, where the Supreme Court decided in 1857 that a slave could not sue for his freedom. I got a little deeper into what actually happened, and I learned that Dred Scott and his wife and his children were owned by a family, and they had spent several years in non-slave free states. So as he was growing his family, it was actually his wife that compelled him to make an effort to gain their freedom. He actually tried to buy his freedom. He offered the family $300. The owner did not accept that, would not allow him to be free, so he sued in court. And there were a number of abolitionists who supported him, provided him legal advice, provided him counsel. The case got to court, and at the lower level, it was judged that he should be freed.
Right.
The owners appealed, and they got it all the way to the Supreme Court. And it was the Supreme Court of Justice Roger Taney that came to the decision that Dred Scott could not sue. He had no legal standing in court because he was not a person.
Wow.
He was only property. So what stunned me when I read back over the decision, there were 7 of the 9 Supreme Court justices who were in accordance with the concept that a black person in the country of the United States in the 1850s could not bring a lawsuit because they were only property. They were not considered as people. And again, eventually, even though he lost the case in front of the Supreme Court, the daughter of his owner finally freed him and his family. 100 years down the road, more than 100 years down the road, one of the descendants of Roger Taney, I believe it was his great-great-grandson, and one of the descendants of Dred Scott, his great-great-granddaughter, stood to commemorate the anniversary of the decision. The descendant of Roger Taney apologized to the descendant of Dred Scott for the wrong that his family had experienced in 1857. Just fortunate that exactly 150 years after the Dred Scott decision in 1857, in 2007, Barack Obama declared himself a candidate for the presidency.
Isn't that just profound?
Yes.
Just
right.
how everything came full circle and wrongs were righted through the course of history.
Yes.
This has been our Black History Moment, and we hope you've enjoyed this wonderful series, and we look forward to coming back with you again soon. Thank you.